All right. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful Tahoe anime stream here. Still trying to figure out how to open this stream up. Do I have some kind of like opening statement? Welcome to another thrilling adventure of art with Tahoe anime. I don't know. I don't know if that works or not. I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll think about it. We'll see how it goes. Looks like everything is working. Music, mic, character. Looks like we are ready to roll. Music is going good. New video is up. Sunny is here. Oh, we're definitely ready to start then. Sunny is here. We got it. Nailed it. I gotta figure out, Sunny, another thing that you can spend points on. I want to give you some. I want to give you a big point thing that you can dump a bunch of points into, but I don't know what it is quite yet. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know. I want you to dump all your points. Mwahaha. Let's see. Do like that. Watch streak. Sunny Ruth is currently on a 15 stream watch streak. Nice. Trip to Hawaii? Okay, I'll look into that. Wouldn't that be fun if we could figure out actually how to do cool stuff like that? I'm sure we could fundraise for it somehow, but I don't know how. Trying a little something different here. A little modification. All right. And I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do on stream today. I'm gonna work on some of this stuff for sure today. I don't have any. It's been kind of fun the last couple streams that we've had. I've actually had questions to be able to answer live, but I don't have any at the moment. So I don't know what we're gonna do. And that's okay. We don't have to do anything, technically. do. Let's see. Yeah, I want to try to get to... I know I put on my social media post that I'm going to possibly get to some book page stuff today. We'll see if that happens. I do need to try to get these other designs wrapped before our event on Friday. I don't know if I like that better or not. Hey, Mr. Alex contributed some points to our special treat for our furry friend, our assistant. Thank you, Alex. Let's swap over and see. Hey, there's our furry friend. Oh, poor little guy. Look at all those mats sticking out of his hips back there. It's getting old. I wonder why as cats get older, they get more and more mats. Is it because they're not taking care of themselves, or is it because the hair comes in weird? No wonder. I'm helping. I had a homeless person just kind of break my mind a little. Oh, in a good way or a bad way? That's very deceptive how you wrote that. You got to give context. She was like, I want to go Dr. Pepper with half ice and half with Dr. Pepper. She was like, I want to go Dr. Pepper with half ice and half with Dr. Pepper. I'm like, you want half a cup of Dr. Pepper and half a cup of ice? Wait, did she want them separate? No, in the same cup. That's just soda in a cup then. Well, that is. I was like, Dr. Pepper doesn't sit on top of ice, they will mix. In the end, she finally said, I want half ice in the cup and then filled with Dr. Pepper. So she was telling you the order of operations? Oh, you wanted Dr. Pepper with half a cup of ice. Oh, she was telling you the proportions. Like, she could have told you, I want a cup of ice, like a measuring, it's a measurement. Is that what we're going for here? There's so many ways that this can be disassembled. I'm so interested now. I've stopped working. I'm fixated on this. Context and clues and I've run into a couple of those in my years of working at fast food or restaurants and stuff like that. It's always strange, the syntax or the how people try to let you know what it is that they're looking for, but don't really have the understanding of how to do that. It's kind of weird. I'm waiting to see if Sunny was going to say anything else, but I don't think anything else is coming. Okay, I don't know if I like that better or not. Hello, Sunray. Oh, big stretches. I will do the things. Oh yeah. Half Dr. Pepper and half ice is just half a cup of Dr. Pepper. Aw, thank you. I'm trying to decide. I've got the little scarf here, but I can't decide if I like this part that goes over or if I like these little guys sticking out the bottom on this left side. I don't know which one I like better. I had this one originally, and then I came up with this one today, and I was like, I'm not sure. This one kind of makes more sense, like it's tied and then looped over right there. This one kind of doesn't make sense, but it's more fun because you get both ends coming down. I don't know which one I like. I'm working on a few Christmas, or I would say Christmas, holiday themed accessories that I'm putting together here. It's almost that special time. I don't know. Oops, I put that on the wrong layer. What? Putting something on the wrong layer? No, that never happens. It never happens. Okay, so what is that? 30% and a screen. Okay. Let's go to screen. 30%. There we go. Just say Dr. Pepper, less ice is the easiest way to say it. Yeah, that would make sense. Excuse me, sir. I would like the volume of ice to Dr. Pepper to be far less. No, damn it. I had it for a second and then I lost it. I would like the volume of ice to be far less than the volume of Dr. Pepper. Maybe that's the proper way to say it, Sunny. The proper way. Dr. Pepper is yum. Dr. Pepper is yum. That is a true statement. How all these got changed. I can only have Dr. Pepper every once in a while. I learned early on in my youth that dark sodas tend not to agree with me. So I have stayed away from them for majority of my life. So I'm a Sprite, clear soda only person. If I can. I don't mind an orange soda because those are still relatively clear, but I don't think it was it could have been the caffeine, but because I could do like root beers as long as they don't have caffeine in them. But yeah, dark sodas fucked me up for the longest time. Nope, false Sprite is yum. Okay, good. Your body says no. I don't know what happened here. All of a sudden all these changed for some reason. How about Manzanita? It's apple flavored soda. Okay, is that the one that they have at Costco? Is that the one that they have like massive? Because I've been looking at that for like a hot minute, being like, man, I really want to try this, but I don't want to buy 600 cans of it, something that I've never tried before. I can search the one I know. Oh, okay, cool. I think you can also throw links into chat if you find something as well. But don't take advantage of it or I'll have to take away your powers. Sundere, I saw you were streaming, was it early this morning? What the hell? I can't watch if it's that early. I'm still sleeping. I can't pick your brain about all your manufacturing and stuff like that if I can't watch the stream. I don't know how I messed this up, but somehow I got all of these up. I feel like it was Manzanita that I see there all the time. You know that I love apple juice, so I know you're thinking right on the right scale or side of things, so I appreciate that, Sonny. Oh, fiend for some apple juice. Whenever I go on a trip somewhere and have to fly, I always grab that in an airport or something like that, so that I have it, just in case there's no like real good food or drink options anywhere. I know I can survive like 2 days off of that. Which you may be thinking, Tahoe, that's probably not healthy. Yes, you are correct. Probably not the best idea, but it works. I know it works. I do it. I do it to survive. I was right, wasn't I? Yep, that's the one. That's the one they have at Costco. Okay, cool. So you swear by this, right? I have the full endorsement of the Sunny Ruth here on this product. Jizz. We drink it in Mexico. Well, that doesn't tell me if it's good or not. That's not a stellar endorsement. Unless you're saying that all people in Mexico drink it and like they drink it under the sun kind of thing, then that's a different kind of endorsement. Endorsed by Sunny. Okay, cool. I will have to tell Mrs. Talk because that might be something fun and new for us to try out. So, thank you, Sunny, for your stellar endorsement. I look forward to many more recommendations. Sandra, there was a question I was going to ask you. Can't remember what it is, and it's really bugging me. I don't remember. It was a good one, too. I don't remember what it was. Hopefully it'll come to me at some point. Like this idea of Sunny approved soft drinks. This is a good one. Are you a spokesperson for the company? Is that what's going on here? Are you getting kickback, Sunny? I think I kind of like this one better. Dang it. Nope, you don't get kicked. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this one better. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, now I do the painful part, which is going through and making sure all my pixels are correct. Because I'm psycho like that and have to make sure everything is perfecto. We're gonna try to get these as close as we can. Because I'm psychotic. And I don't know how to say no. Okay, there we go. All right. It's Friday. How's everybody's Friday going so far? I know it's still early for everybody, but thought I would ask, see how everybody's doing. I know Sunny's working. I know Alex is working. Oh, I know what I need to turn off. I need to turn off that one. Yeah, here it is. There we go. Like I said last stream, sometimes I do a lot of temp up work trying to get the design kind of figured out and see where it's going, and then I have to go back and do all of the cleanup pickup work, which is trying to get rid of all of these little inconsistencies and problems and things like that, if I can. Come on, come on, here we go. I would say this is the fun part, but this is not necessarily always the fun part. Okay, there we go. There's that one. They're good because those are covered up. That one needs to be fixed. Nope, that one does need fixed. Okay. The plight of being an artist and being a perfectionist at the same time. It's the best and the worst at the same time. Okay, so I have two things to fix here. I'm gonna fix this one. Keep pressing the wrong button. Mouse is a little bit off today. Let's try that. Should work. We had a wonderful rainstorm come through last night. I love when it rains. So we have nice and wet and cool and crisp outside, which has been really, really nice. We'll save our work real quick. Actually, we'll check our assistant cam, see what our assistant's doing. Chilling. Should be, let's see if we can connect to our outside camera. Hey, there it is. Yeah, a little bit stormy out there still. We've got some more rain on the way in. But you can see the deck is a little wet. The concrete out there's got a little puddle in it. Yeah, it's a little dark and gloomy today. We had actually some nice fog, low-lying fog right below this mountain over here, where these trees are to the left. So it was really, really pretty. You can only see the top of the mountain, not much of the bottom, which is cool. So it's warm here. It's supposed to get really close to 80 degrees. Yeesh. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that anywhere near that. We're currently only 46. Here's our daily weather report here in the Reno Tahoe area. We have a low of 40 degrees with a high of 56 degrees. Cloudy and partly cloudy skies throughout the day here with some chance of rain in some low-lying areas. No flooding or any weird stuff like that going to happen. But we do have a 4-mile-an-hour wind coming from the southeast, heading up towards the northwest. We have 0.1 inches of rain expected, in the next 24 hours with an 80% humidity. This is your weather with Tahoe Anime. I'll be here for the rest of the day. If you like these weather reports, please subscribe to the channel. Look lucky. Yeah, it's nice. I love it. I loves it. I love the gloomy. I don't think I could be in Europe gloomy, but like I like this type of gloomy part of the year. It makes the depression feel less depressed. It's like, oh, the world's depressed too. Aww. Gotta share the gloom. Let's see. This one. Oh yeah, I thought maybe I would talk about copyright a little bit today on stream. I think that was one of the things I was thinking about doing at one point. Copyright and the Library of Congress. Two important things to talk about when working on publishing books. I'd say for Library of Congress, I'd say years and years and years ago, definitely an important thing to do. Nowadays, not as much, but, or at least that's the sentiment that I get when I hear people talk about, you know, whether or not they should submit their books to the Library of Congress. I still think it's pretty important. It doesn't necessarily mean your book is going to be put into their catalog, but to have it in their system is a good thing. Just say that. Oh, come on. So I've submitted all of my books to the Library of Congress. I have my LCCNs. Very easy to get and put on your books. Not something difficult to do. Whether or not that makes it more official, I'm not sure. Whether or not libraries look at it and say, oh yes, I'm not sure as well. I would think that they like to see that on there, that it's in the Library of Congress. We'd have to have a librarian come on and talk and let us know if that's the case or not, but so if anybody knows any librarians that would like to come on and do a little interview, please let me know. I might just try to set something up like that at some point anyways. I'm gonna go to my local library and see if any librarians want to chat for a little bit. Copyright is another one of those interesting ones where supposedly as soon as you put your pencil to paper, or as soon as you type any type of letter or into any document, technically that is copyright. It is yours. It is all of those things. Now, whether or not you can legally hold that up in a court of law, that's where things get a little bit more dicey. That's why the Copyright Office exists in the United States, is to provide you with a stamp of approval that the government will back you up on your right to your pieces of artwork, whether it be written, drawn, performed, anything like that. That's them being like, yep, we give you full authority to that this is yours, and that you, under legal precedents, if anybody infringes upon that, we will back you on that. That's what copyright does for it. It gives you a better percentage of winning in a case if something happens like that. So whether or not you have, like, I don't have tons of money to do the copyright stuff. It's not like huge amounts, but I do have all my documentation in and ready for submission and stuff like that. So it's in the process of being done, but it does cost money. So definitely something to look at and understand. We need to talk to legal representation about that beforehand. That is a good idea as well. Good to know and understand your rights. Being able to also prove that something is your work is also good to know as well. One of the reasons partially why I'm doing these streams and stuff like that is that if anybody ever comes back and is like, hey, that's my piece of artwork, I can be like, well, you can go watch the 80 hours or what episode are we on? We're on 75. You can watch the 75 times 300 hours of streams, and you can see the stuff that I made on there and see it live, being created live. So unfortunately, no, it's not yours. And it's time-stamped and dated, which is good too. So legal things, yay, fun, exciting, right? But also important at the same time. Is this the full extent of the legality of a lot of the stuff? No. Is it a small glimpse at it? Yes. So make sure that if you have deeper questions about those things, you definitely want to hook up with experts in the field about those, with those questions, and ask them for sure. What I'm saying is you can't trust the internet. There you go. Don't trust everything on the internet, especially streamers. We don't know shit. Get too far now. There we go. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I like that. Welcome to Tahoe Anime's Legal Advice Hour. If you need legal advice, please feel free to throw your questions in chat here, and I will answer all of your legal questions. That's how that works, right? I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, so I should be good, right? Right? Right. Okay, I think we got everything cleaned up here. Everything looking good. I think this one is just about done. Got our little, oh, I can turn on the snow again. Definitely, technically don't really need... Not in this context at the moment, but we'll leave it on for now, because it's cute. Now what we're going to use this for, you don't know yet quite yet. Well, I wanted a little winter character, so we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll figure that out on Monday. Let me see. Got a couple... didn't need that. That's okay. Okay, so we did that one. Now I want to do a different one, but I want to do it over here. I want to reuse some of these assets, I think. The nice thing about doing vector graphics is that I can always go through and be like, oh, I'm going to go use this for something else now. And then I can just go grab it and use it for something else. So one of the ones that I liked, like put together here, might be able to grab this and put it over there. In our little video here that's running in the right hand corner, there it is. See our little character popping over the side of this box. I want to do one like that. I want to make that into maybe a possible little sticker or something. Let's see. Can I? Will that work over here? Those. Put that there. Let's add a new layer way up here. That here. It'd have to be a much shorter box. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to do... Yeah, I wanted to do that. But I want to turn off the... I need to move his tail. Duplicate. Okay, we'll just delete the tail for now. And this one. Something like that. Kind of the sketch I had. Let's see, do I have different arms? No. No. Yeah, I like those better. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought I had ones that weren't so close to the top of his head that I could use. That's good. Let's see. Where's our little video at? There it is. Kind of like that the box top is off on the side. If that's the case, then we're gonna have to pull this whole thing and put it onto the other page and then play with it, which I think we're gonna have to do. So go ahead and play that. Let's go ahead, unlock those, unlock that. Let's put this one on here for now with the tail, just in case, because I might want to pull that off of there. Select all, copy. I don't think there's enough room for the box on here, the way I want to do it. Boop, boop. So we can get rid of this one without the tail, because we don't want that. Let's go ahead and save this. Back over here. This. Paste the thing. I can move it around. I can make things bigger if I need to. Okay, let's do... Yeah, see, stretching it out further to make the tail fit, I don't think really works. Doesn't really work. So the way I've got it drawn on my little sketch is actually have the lid kind of open. Kind of like that. That's kind of the idea, what I was thinking. I don't know if that works now. Kind of like the other one where I put the box top on its side. That means I'm going to have to make the character a little bit smaller. Make the whole thing a little bit smaller, which is fine. Let's go smaller, just a little bit more. Let's see if we can do this or not. This works. Let's pretend. Let's pretend that was like that. Oh my god, that's funny. I do like that his little eyes fit right in the little bows. You know, sometimes happy little accidents happen and you just never think of them. We'll play with that in a minute. Okay, so we are coming up on our first 3-minute ad break here. We're going to pause what I'm doing at the moment so we can play with this some more once we get back, and take a break. We'll check in on our assistant, see what he's up to doing. We'll run those ads, and then when we come back, we'll keep working. This way you guys don't miss anything, and we can keep talking about stuff, especially if you are not subscribed to the channel. If you are subscribed, sometimes I do a little extra talkings in between, just depends. But yeah, I want to respect your time and appreciate that you are here and that you watch an ad for me, because it does help go towards these projects and stuff like that. So I like to pause and make sure that you don't miss anything. And if you ask questions during the break time, then I'll answer them when I get back too. So, but let's see. Let's switch over to our... Let's check in on our assistant. Still cold and weathery outside. Looks like our assistant is trying to figure out if he's sleepy or not. He looks partially like part of his eyes are closed. I don't know. We'll see. But let's pause here for the moment, and then I will see you all in a few minutes after that break. Go get some snacks. Go to the bathroom. Go get one of those sodas that Sunny showed us. The Manzanita, the apple soda. Go get one of those. See if you can find one. We'll be back. Bye. Okay, I have returned with juices aplenty. Orange juices aplenty, to be exact. Likely ban evader. Venomous bracket. Best viewers. Yeah, no. You know it's a bot when it sends it to you twice. I don't know what our assistant's doing over there. I think he was thinking, do I get down and get water? Do I roll around and curl up and fall asleep again? Oh, we get a perfect loaf. Look at that. How about that? I'm gonna do some more of those stretches that Sundray put in here. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, snap, crack, pop. That's my neck. All right. I'm already yawning. That's not a good sign. Oh my goodness. All right. We are back. Hopefully you guys all got done with your ads. Thank you for watching those. I appreciate that. It's not It's not a lot, but it does help a little, which is good. And I appreciate that. So thank you for watching those. Thank you for sticking around watching those. Okay, back to what I was messing with here. I want to look at, I really like the way this turned out, but I have to make him... I basically want to copy this little design over here. So I had made this on Canva, and they had a box, Christmas present box, and I was able to crop it in a way that I made it into two pieces. So I basically duplicated the Christmas box and then cropped it so it was just the bottom half and then just the top half. And I like the way that turned out. Like I like how that's sitting just like that. So I want to kind of make my own, because basically I kind of made my own in there, but I want to make it, remake it basically here so that I can turn it into different things. Because I have like 90% of this already kind of built right here. I just got to get the scaling and the size correct. That's the problem at the moment. Because like I could do that. It's out of the way, but now everything is not in frame. I need to move this over. Problem is, why did that one work so much better than this one? It's not as wide. I can make it less wide, but it doesn't. And his tail sticks out. Which I can get rid of the tail. That means I can make this smaller. We definitely have to rework some of the colors on this too. It's no bueno. This could be way smaller now. I almost want to make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not bad. Ooh, I know what I want to open. Hold on for a second. I thought of an idea. Thought of a cute idea. Where is it? Okay, I have an idea. Let's not do... Okay, we gotta do a couple things here. I could put it on his head. Boop. I could do something like that. Move his hands up to here. I'll have to put the extensions on it to make it work correctly. Okay, yeah. I don't think I want to do that. But I do want to redo these bows. I've got bows. I've got bows. Bows. Did you know those bows are in different area codes? Yeah. Let's, you know what? Let's just go ahead and ungroup that for now. I'm going to change these up a little bit here. Get rid of that one. That looks fine. Put it like that. Actually, you know what? Let's put it up here. Let's copy, paste that on top. And then I'm going to cut this. Let's try it. This one and this one. Cut that out. Let's make this darker. Kind of do what I wanted it to do. Kind of not do what I wanted it to do. To do. Kind of did not do what I do. It did not do what I wanted to. I put this wrong. Oops. Let's try to get it to match a little bit here. Let's dim this down so I can see. Smaller. Squattier. Let's do that. Let's combine those two booty shapes. Okay, that should do a little bit better now. Kind of. Kind of no. Kind of yes, kind of no. We might have to remake it just by itself. This might be our template. Fine. Let's go like this. Do it in my style. Did you see my clan night announcement? I did see it. I did not have a chance to thoroughly read it, Bishak. Would you like me to read it live on stream for everybody? Why did I open Spotify? That is not what I'm looking for. Looking for Discord. Sure, okay. Guardians, the call to arms is live this week, and tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm kicking off a clan-wide chaos-approved call to arms convergence. Yes, I'm sacrificing my sacred pluribus watching time to help you, so don't make me regret it. This is your summons, your signal, your slightly sarcastic shove into showing up. Wow, so many alliterations there. Taha enemy, stop hiding in orbit and get in here. Oh, hey, you called me out. God damn it. Jacobus, consider this a mandatory materialization. Inverness, bring your big brain builds and your butt to the lobby. Sky, glide in and grace us before we get griefed. Weird Mr. Alex, answer the call, probably without wiping us immediately. We're diving straight into the event, call to arms this week. A battle boosting bonanza. Bring anything, your strongest loadouts, your strongest builds, or your spectacular bad ones. We'll make it work, maybe. 8 p.m. Call to arms, no excuses. Well done. Guys, Pluribus was supposed to come out at 9 p.m. Eastern, but it was 9 a.m. Eastern. I no longer have anything to hold against you all. What is this? It's such a good show. Oh, okay. It's a show. I was just like, what? That is, you always a wordsmith. You are wild, all of the words that you can put into your stuff. Well done, sir. Well done. Ooh, that's a good question. I wanted to be held against something. Ooh. Sunny coming in with some salt there. Not salt, but like some spunk. I think spunk is the word I'm looking for. Oh my goodness, this song is perfect. Baby, let's get lost in a moment. There you go. How about that for timing? I did not pick that. That was just Spotify doing its thing. Okay, so make this darker. Put that behind. Much better. Much better than this. This is dumb. Baby, let's get lost in a moment. Another clip of Tahoe karaoke time. God dang it. Let me cook. Yeah, you're cooking right now. Like you're all these little posts that you're putting up there, you're cooking for sure. Baby, get lost in a moment. I think, I don't know if we could do a karaoke night on our 500 Little Things podcast. That would be fun. Dreamer would love that. We did a little karaoke podcast episode. So, what I want to do. Baby, get lost in a moment. Okay, I like that bow a little bit better. Sunny, park your $900 imaginary spaceship, log into Destiny like a normal Guardian. Star Citizen will still be an alpha when you get back. We won't. No, not my goose. Oh, man. That is so funny. B-Shack cooked. B-Shack cooked on that one, for sure. All right, I don't know if you know this answer to this question, B-Shack, and I hope you're still here. Please shout out in chat if you are still here. I do have an important question. Here, okay, cool. So I was joking about this a second ago, and I called you sir, but that's not correct, right? What is the formal way to address you now? Is there one? Do we not? Does our English language not have a formal way to address somebody like that? Have we figured one out yet? Do we know what it is? Because we have the informal, which is fine. They, them, that's all good. It doesn't, but I've heard some funny ones like squirrel or general. Oh, those are genius. Those are fun. Squire, squirrel. God damn it. What am I, an idiot? I'm just trying to read too fast. Squire or general. Interesting. Would sir be considered a... No, because that's not a title. It's always hard to figure out some of the etymologies of some of this stuff, because I always jump back and forth between like English, what that means, and then I'm like, no, but I have to balance that against the Old English, what that means, and it's like, it's weird. I know. Squire, not squirrel. I know. Look, I'm not that good at reading. I have to admit, I'm not that good at readings. I've learned to live with it. It ain't gonna get much better from here. Yeah, madam would be the sir and madam. Yeah, English does have a lot of gendered language. That's why I like audiobooks. Okay. Thanks for coming by. We'll probably see you back here in a few minutes. I want to ponder that. I want to know. I'm very interested. I know when I've been using y'all a lot. It just kind of is coming out of me. I don't know why. But I was talking to Sky about that, and she was saying that that's a great gender neutral way to talk about it, even just a group of people and stuff like that, because it's not specific, which is like, oh, okay, cool. It's the Texan thing, right? And the funniest part is like Texas, very well known for not being very progressive in that way, but has one of the most progressive ways to talk to people because of that word. So y'all is an interesting one. Like, so I don't know if there are more words like that are just kind of inherently that we use, or I'm always fascinated. I don't know if anybody's known this, but I'm fascinated by language. I love language. I love accents. I love, probably why I ended up with a communications minor from college, is because I'm fascinated by how words work and are put together and their meanings and how people use them. And even slang is very interesting in how those are used and can shift so drastically very quickly too. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's not you all. It's different. So that's the other funny part about words and stuff like that, is like you all is, if you ask a Texan, they'll tell you you all and y'all are two different words. Like they kind of mean the same thing, but they do not mean the same thing at the same time. So that's a fascinating one too. Language. I love language. Y'all, I'm crazy. Okay, this was my grand idea. I don't think I pulled it off very well though. I don't think I like it. Dang it, that sucks. I am going to combine. I do like that bow better though. Better than the previous bow that I had, which was a cheap, chintzy one that I created. I like this one better, but I'm still running into that problem where it's almost too big to use for this, unless I really want to make a different type of imagery here. I could use this on the postcard maybe? Size, yeah, the postcard would be good for this one. Sometimes I come up with a concept or an idea and I'll kind of put it together, but I'm like, I don't really have a place for this yet, or an idea of how this is going to work out or where, and it'll sit. And then I'll come back to it like a year later and be like, oh, I have all those pieces I can use, and then I'll rebuild it or do something better. But sometimes concepts have to sit around a little bit. Gotta mature, gotta evolve, gotta change. Just kind of depends. Definitely want to change the colors here. Hey, Dreamer. Hello. Thank you for putting your points in our stream here. We can check on our assistant, see if he's there. Nope, not there. He must be off getting some water or something. We can go to our live weather forecast. It doesn't look like our storm is breaking up. Oh, you can see some of the fog over there on the left-hand side. See, that's what I was talking about before. It's like that medium belt fog that kind of just, it doesn't cover the bottom part of the mountain. It doesn't cover the top. It just kind of right in the middle there. So that tells you what our weather looks like here at the moment. We're overcast, not a lot of sun. We had a lot of rain come in over the evening time here. But foggy right in that middle band of the area. So yeah, that's what we got going on at the moment. Sorry, our assistant is not in his normal spot. He's probably taking a break. A very well-earned break. You know, he works very hard here, so. But he will be back. We'll check on him later. So Dreamer, if you're still here. So Twitch does this thing where it gives me the ability to see which users are in chat, but yeah, okay, so you are here, but it doesn't always update the list instantly, so it's always a little off. So I'm working on this image right now, but I changed around the scarf a little bit. There we go. I gotta get rid of the other arms. Move those arms. I changed the scarf over here on the left hand side. I made it go over top and fall down rather than being underneath. So what do I mean by that? So not this one. This is what it looked like before with this little pop outs. So I think I like this better though. You have to let me know what you think. I like the second version. Okay, yeah, you like the new one, the new updated one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like this one too. The other one it was fine, but I don't know, it felt a little funky, a little off. Okay, we'll save that just to make sure. Let's go back to this one. Still struggling with this one though. I think maybe the colors are hurting me a little bit. I think we're going to try, we'll see what I can do. I make it closer to what the video is that I have running. We'll try that and see what happens. Come on, open up. Thank you. Yikes. Let's turn it down a little bit here. I was just going to say green and gold. Interesting. Let me see. Let me toy with it a little bit here. Do we want like Christmas tree green? Oh, come on. Or blue with snowflakes in it. Yeah, then we're talking about patterns. I could do patterns. I do have the snowflake pattern here. Let's see which layer is that on. Which means I have to remember how to make patterns. Repeat grid pattern. Let's try make. Nope, I don't think that's what I wanted. Let's just do. Oh, I put it. That's why. I was like, why is that? Made a mistake. Mistakes were made. I like the green with gold, or could do red and white stripes like a candy cane. That's kind of what. Okay, so we're getting to the video. Right here. Pull up to the front. That's kind of what this looks like. So this was, I was explaining this before. This is some assets that I pulled off of Canva. I could literally just copy this if I wanted to, and make something very similar to this. I was trying kind of not to do that at the same time, but because these are not my assets, even though they are free. Because they're part of the free part of Canva. I try to steer, if I'm going to try to like sell something or put this onto postcard or whatever like that, I like to try to make it myself and have my own unique version of it, even though like this is very basic. This is 2 squares with the horizontal stripes on it. Like it's not, actually it's just 3 rectangles. That is super simple. I could do that, definitely within the realm of possibility here. It just depends. That's why I was like, I kind of like the coloring of that better with the gold stripe down the middle and the reddish, pinkish colors there. I think I was trying to play with that a little bit, but let's just ungroup this so that I can play with it better, easier, without having to go into it. I have the top here. I don't know if I want to use the top or not. Kind of like it the way it is set up on that one. Or could do red and white strand. Yeah. I could take this, go up to object, do the pattern, or I can just do the repeat grid. There we go. So let's put that. I could do something like that, which I think I kind of like. Let's put that back behind. Like, that's not bad. Okay, there we go. Actually, let's go back just a little bit. Yeah, something like that. I can also put an effect on it. Multiply, color, lighten, screen, color dodge, no. Yeah, the overlay, I think, is what I was thinking. If I... Maybe soft light? No. Hard light? No. Illusion, hue. Yeah, I think the overlay is what I was thinking. Just wanted to pack back in and state I am not upset when misgendered, or if it happens on accident, it happens. English is weird. Working is working right now, so this esteemed individual will be hopping back off. No, I think part of it is, be checking out, hopefully you're still here, is I'm interested in all of those things and I would like to learn more about them. So, but that also means that then conversations have to be had with people so that we can talk about those things and figure out what the appropriate way is to address those and talk about those things. So if you were willing to talk about them, I guess I could have asked a little bit better and seen if you were willing to talk about that before I just asked the question. I'm always willing to talk about those things and ask questions if you are willing to entertain some of my questions, and if I hit a sensitive subject that is that you don't like, whatever, just let me know and I will correct myself, or I will do what I need to do to figure it out, to make sure that we stay on the same level on those things. So, but I want to learn. I want to know the things. Okay, so I want this. I don't want that. Which one is it not giving me? Nope. Maybe overlay. I feel like that's still right, but I want to change the color so that it has a different effect. So depending on what is underneath for your overlay and what is on top, you get different effects. So like right now it's showing a red through, a purplish through, bluish through. Don't necessarily want the white one, don't want the black one. We'll see what happens. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, is this not acting like a pattern anymore? What's happening? Edit contents? No, I don't want to edit the contents. This was doing something completely different here shortly ago. It's giving me the ability to crop and size. I love the pattern. Thank you. Yeah, I when you said pattern, I was like, oh, and then the snowflake. I was like, oh, I have that too. I was like, I can do that. Remember the things. Now I need to figure out. I need to remember how the heck I made this. Can I? This is repeat. Options. Grid, mirror, no. Radial. There's something. Hello. I heard there was something happening. Ooh, there's a Sage. Sage has raided. Welcome, peoples. Okay, perfect timing, Sage. I want to talk about the ruler thing, because I not being able to talk to you directly when you were trying to do your measurements with your cross measurements and things like that was very hard. I was screaming at the screen, being like, "Oh my god!" So quickly, before I know you probably are heading out, but what I was saying about the rulers and stuff like that, tape measures, everything else like that, there are always slight differences in all of them. And it seems like there shouldn't be, but for some reason there are. You can go on to TikTok or any other social media platform and look up videos of people like using tape measures and none of them line up. It seems like it should be simple, but it's not always the same. So there's always slight differences in some of those measurements. So don't get too down on it. I think what you've got going on right now, where you bought all of your same stuff from the same company, really smart idea to do that. The thing I was explaining with the burn an inch is an extra piece of that, where if for some reason even the manufacturer of the same tools and stuff like that happens to make a mistake in their printing of the lines or their laser etching of the lines on the ruler, gets off by a millimeter, 2 millimeter, whatever it is, something insignificantly small, it can have an effect on some of those things. So it's better to start from, like, on your ruler you had 10 millimeters, and then put that on your corner and then measure out to the end and try to square up your stuff with that. We use it in construction. It's called burning an inch, because you can estimate that the marks that they have printed on your tape measure rulers, those are accurate, but the ends of the rulers may be slightly off depending on how either it was put into the machine or if something was, cut off just slightly differently on the manufacturing end of that. So it's just kind of, it's a rule of thumb that we learn in construction when we're building buildings and stuff like that. And we actually, as a team, when I was working with a group, we actually bought all of the same tape measures. So we would only buy the Stanley tape measures to make sure that they were as close to each other as we could, because if you bought a Stanley compared to a basically any other tape measure, I'm trying to think of Makita, or no, not Makita, Milwaukee, even DeWalt makes their own tape measures and stuff, they all have slight variations in them. So just something to put in the back of your mind when you're fighting some of those numbers and stuff like that and trying to get super pinpoint accurate. It's not always going to be super, you're going to have a little bit of variation, and it's going to be, we always call it like the tolerance limits for framing and things like that. When building houses, we try to get within we tried to get within 16th and 8th of an inch of our numbers, which seems big, but when you're dealing with 40, 50 feet runs and stuff like that, that's a small price to pay across a big expanse like that. But yeah, you got a wrinkle on the brain, but still worth factoring in. They aren't the same no matter how well intentioned. Yeah, it's just something kind of to be aware of. I think the other tip that I was thinking of when you were doing that is understanding when a manufacturer prints or uses paper or wood or whatever it is, when they cut it, that's called their factory edge. So anytime you want to take measurements, you should always pull off of the factory edge cuts. They will be as straight as you can get them without having to recut the entire thing yourself. So if you have taken a board or a piece of paper, whatever, and you've cut one of those edges already, you can't reliably rely on it to be straight or perpendicular to any of the stuff. And so basically if you cut one edge, that means the other 3 edges are now your factory, and you have to pull all of your numbers off of those kind of thing. So just stuff to think about and understand when you're manufacturing, looking at putting things together and where you're pulling your numbers and doing your cross checks and stuff like that. So that's all. Man, it was a chore. This explains why at least part, the rest is undoubtedly my inexperience. No, I don't think it's inexperience. It's just understanding some of the processing. You're figuring out the processing stuff for yourself, but don't always know the processing of things that before it gets to you as well. We had to learn that pretty heavily when we would buy lumber and stuff like that. And a lot of times we could have a company buy or send us a whole pallet of 2x4s or sheets of plywood and stuff like that. But sometimes we would prefer to go into like a lumberyard or whatever and look through the material so that we can find defects or problems or issues with some of the lumber, and just being able to talk to people and be like, oh yeah, this is how they put this together. The lamination works like this, and they use a full, flat straight saw to cut all of this. So like, then you get more information experience out of talking to people that way too. So experience, you'll get there. So what I'm saying is you probably need to go do a tour of a paper manufacturing. That would be a good one too. To that point, I've noticed these industrial cuts aren't always industrially accurate. Frustrating to know. Yes, there will always be slight inaccuracies on that stuff. They will be closer. How do I explain this? Say for instance, they go to cut. I'm gonna use construction terminologies here. Say they go to cut a sheet of plywood. Compared to me cutting a sheet of plywood, they'll have one bigger mechanical equipment to be able to do that, but they'll also have bigger blades and things like that to be able to cut that more accurately, compared to me trying to cut a 8-foot sheet of plywood with a 6.5-inch saw blade, right? So it's a different. The scaling of it changes, and therefore the accuracy changes a little bit on those things as well. So being aware of that, thinking about, my mom used to work at a printing press, or not printing press. She worked at a printing, I don't remember. Anyways, But they used to have all of the big cutters and stuff in there, and seeing the pneumatics that come down and press all the sheets together all in one, and then the blade that comes down and cuts in a very certain way, and how sharp and stuff like that, all of that has to be inaccurate. Then you get a better sense or an idea of how, okay, so that's why these are nice and straight and everything else like that. And you get a better idea of how the process works in the final product that you get out of it too. So, but you also have to give yourself a little leeway. Like, I know you were fighting over that very slight difference, and you kind of got to it, I think, at the end there. You're making something by hand. Like, you're not going to be on a laser cut system like a lot of these big manufacturers are. So it's okay to have a little bit of variance in your stuff. So that's part of the handmade experience. So don't fret over it too much. It's kind of inherent in making things by hand. So. You got this. You're doing good. But I thought the tape measure thing, we always did, and we would screw it up all the time too. It didn't matter how many years that we had done it. Trying to square up buildings, trying to square up layouts, plans, all of those things. It's a hard thing to do and get perfect. So make sure and give yourself a little leeway on those things. It's okay. Hopefully those words of wisdom help a little bit. Also, we need Mrs. Sage to make the do the segment where she reads the smutty books on stream. I'm just saying. It would help. I'm just saying. You draw more people in. I don't know. I think KB would drop a huge dollar on that if there was a thing. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It could just be a page every once in a while. Just pop on, be like, here's our page from, whatever. And I'm just saying. Now that I'm thinking about it, the value proposition by which I've assessed myself is the accuracy of what I can create, especially because it's handmade. I've been equating it to my inexperience. This makes me feel a lot better, possibly too hard on myself. Yeah. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm trying to manufacture my own things, but handmade, and making them look and feel as close to a professionally made thing as possible. But like you've run into, there are limitations to part of that. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to try. You know what I mean? I'm not going to rush through. I'm not going to, just go for it kind of thing. I'm going to try to be as accurate and as quality as I can. Even if it means that I can't produce as many, that's okay. So that's been a struggle of mine as well. So we're right in the same, we're hitting the same strides right at about the same time. So I'm right there with you. Thank you. I mean that. No. You're good. That's the cool part is like I get to watch your stream and think about those things, and then we get to talk about them and stuff like that. So I think it's been kind of neat to be able to have both of our streams back to back, because then I can do this and talk about those things, and we can interact in different ways, which is fun. It's good. Experience. We share the experiences. This way we can all have cool stuff, which is the fun part. I think is the hope and the goal. Agreed. So how's your week and work been? It's been good. I am working on some other designs for an upcoming event here coming soon, which I do have I'm actually going to snooze. Do I want to snooze this ad? I want to snooze this ad for the moment. I'm going to snooze this ad for about 5 minutes and then we'll come back to it. I'm working on some stuff for a new event that I'm going to be doing. I'll actually pull up this video real quick. It's about the cycle. Did I not? Aha, that one's paused. Let's start it over. So this is part of my weekly social media post thing that I put together. It's kind of like a update blog idea. And I've got a school event coming up here. It's going to be basically the same thing where I'll have a booth or have a table. I'll be able to put out my books, and they'll have students, they'll have teachers, they'll have other people from the community coming in, and so there's a possibility of being able to sell some of the books and stuff like that, but I'm working on a few items that I'm hoping to get together to be able to put out there as extras as well, but we'll see if I get them done or not. The event is next Friday, so I'm kind of pushing on time a little bit. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, that's what I got going on. I've done a bunch of my book pages for book number 3. I'll bring that up real quick. I say a bunch of pages. I have all of the pages started for book 3. So I'm just in the phase now where now that I have something down for each one of them, I can go through and start polishing them up, getting them really, really tight, do some editing, any of their like last minute changes or rewrites and stuff like that. That's kind of where I'm at the moment. So, but yeah, we're getting there. We're slowly doing the things and getting things done. And I'm already, the funny part is, you want to know the real kicker right here? So I'm still a little ways out from finishing book 3. Like there's still a lot of work to do, but I'm already starting to have dreams about book 4 and the things I want to do in book 4. So this is a wild experience. I've never really had this before. So kind of fun, kind of interesting, kind of weird. I got to get one done before I can start working on the next one. I've seen authors that do that and just jump around. That drives me crazy. But no, all good things, all fun things. I can only figure out how I did this pattern thing. But yeah, well, thanks for coming by and bringing your raters over here. I appreciate that. I'd sort that under a good sign if your subconscious mind is considering it. Oh yeah. Well, the funny thing is, and I told you some of the secret stuff behind what I've got going on, and I've got most of it already planned out, or concepted out, I would say. So it's just about doing the writing, getting everything put together and feasible, and make it all work how I want it to work. So, but hopefully the dreaming a little bit ahead is not deter me from working on the current state of things. So, but we'll see. I am going to do our ad break coming up here in about a minute and 20 seconds. So what I'm going to do, we're going to pause right here for the moment, since we had some lively conversation with our good friend Sage. And I'm going to switch over to our assistant cam, see if our assistant is there. No, he is not there. So he is off napping somewhere else, which is fine. So we'll just go to our wonderful outdoor shot here. And we will pause on all of our stuff. And when we come back, we will keep working on stuff and keep talking about stuff. This way if you're not subscribed to this channel, you don't miss anything. And then if you watch the ad, then that works. That works for us as well. It works for me. It gives us a little bit of extra to work with so that we can keep working on all kinds of different stuff. So I appreciate that. Great as always to catch up, my friend, and thank you for sharing your experience. Yeah, of course. At some point we do have to do some crossover stuff. I'm getting ready to do an interview thing here soon, but I want to do some more stuff with a bunch of people, so we'll talk. But yeah, break time, and then we will be back. So see you all in a few minutes. I have returned. Welcome. ChatGPT is about to get started on my layered chibi anime style me. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I would be interested to see how that turns out. If it can separate all those layers and stuff. I'm pretty sure it can now. Our assistant is funny. Anytime he sees me, he's just like, "Oh, are you gonna give me food?" Yep. See, I think he's like, I'm nowhere near him either, though. Sometimes I wonder if his field of vision kind of changes or is flipping in between like long range and short range. Can't do a PSD file though. Yeah, that's probably better. What you would want would be like an Illustrator file or some sort of vector file. That would be better. PNG's fine. It's just not editable. SVG would be fine. Oh, big stretches!
Sunny Shark says big stretch.
Okay, I'll do that. So many stretches. Oh. Yeah, vector SVGs, big stretch. Okay, I'll do some good stretches then. Oh. Thanks, Andre. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I felt that in my spine. That was a good one. Holy smokes. So now our assistant is down yelling at me. He's like, "You're doing big stretches." Okay, so I want to ask, who do you use for your manufacturing on your stuff? If it's like hush hush and you don't want to tell, give out the secrets, you don't have to. I just thought I would ask. I'm very interested. I've seen a lot of places like Vograce and ones like that do all kinds of different stuff, printing on acrylics and everything, but I wonder where there's a lot of people that also use, God, what's the website? It's a super cheap website where you can buy everything, and they have all kind of menus on there. Menus. I don't remember. I gotta try to get my questions in when I can, if I can. I must know all the secrets. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how I messed this up. I should be able to generate shape fill. No. Okay, I can release it. Yay. Getting a bunch of... Okay, that is not what I wanted to do. Edit mask. No. It's not the mask I want to... Little pattern, it was a repeat, but it's not giving me repeat options anymore. Yeah, see how it gives me this little bar here that I can scale back and forth? Isolate selected clipping mask, no. Pardon me, I'm gonna sneeze. Wow, I was able to mute myself just in time. Okay, so there's gotta be a button or something like that. I did this before. Mixed object, group, no appearance, group, no appearance, group. Okay, so I can do that inside of the mask. Is that what that is? That's all that was, is it was a mask that I was messing with? Clipping group. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I did it. That's fine. It's not gonna want to work with me just right. Nope, it's not gonna want on too. Okay, something I did to it is changing how it works, but I don't know what it is. It's not any of these generative shapes or fills or spans. That doesn't matter. It's something else, but I don't know what it is. Let's see if I can repeat what I did at the very least. Copy. Paste. Let's go ahead and make it dark for the moment. Okay, so I took this object and I went to repeat grid, which gives me to do as many repeats as I want. Okay, so that's under grid repeat. I can move them closer, farther away, depending there. This one is this direction. It's fine. And I think there was one where I can move the internals of it. Click off of it, click back on it, should be fine. So this allows me to keep doing the grid repeats. This is the same object, but it's not, it's a clip group now, not a grid repeat. Why? But it also has an effect on it too because of okay, so that's where the overlay is coming in there. Okay, so that's the original. Maybe I have to grab the original? Maybe that's what it is. Find where the original is. Path anchor, no, because this is a... I don't know if y'all can hear that, the cat screaming at me. What's up, Patch? Aw, I know, buddy, what's up? The dog back at the door? Oh, you can hear me, that's funny. Hi. You can hear Pat screaming, yeah, I don't know what's up with him. Dog's not at the door or anything, he's just kind of roaming around. I don't know what's up. Okay, I want to repeat what's going on there. Let's actually get rid of this. This. Let's see, what layer is that on? That one should be range, bring to front. There we go. Give me 1 second. Something's going on outside. I'm gonna go check on it real quick. weird. The neighbor's dog is barking its butt off. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so now we gotta figure out how to get this pattern onto that box behind those things doing the same thing. We have to change the contents of the clipping. But I don't want to change that. I want to change the actual mask itself. But I don't know how to do that. Oh, that's interesting. So I can put that there. And add a new fill to it. Mixed object. I wish I knew all of the things about these programs, but I do not. Don't want to do that. Don't know what a clipping group is. Add a mask. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, do I have to confirm it? What do I have to do here? Okay, now I can get out of it. Okay, cool. I want this to go to the front. Range. Bring to front. Slightly change just okay, so there's got to be transform. Let's go 62.1. Point 2. Try that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, cool. Ooh, I kind of like the little snowflake going over top of the... Range... Ooh, I don't know. I kind of like it going over the yellow. Okay, so got that figured out. Oh, it definitely gives it, it's more sparkly that way. I don't know, do we like the sparkle? It's kind of fun. Imagine if we printed this out on, so I bought some holographic printer paper because I want our sticker paper because I wanted to try it out. I wonder if this design with the snowflakes over top of the yellow and stuff here, if that would be kind of cool. I don't know. May have to do more experiments later on it. We'll see. I think we need to make copy. Let's get rid of that for now. Let's give it its own layer. Put those back. So he's wearing the blue scarf. Got the green package here, but I wonder what it would look like. Ooh, I kind of like the red. Kind of like the red. I kind of like the red. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that one. That one needs to go back down. Causing issues. There we go. There we go. So why are we getting weird? Aha. I was like, why is that clipping across there? That's why, because it was. Cool. Simple, easy. I like that one. That's a good one. Where is my... Okay, there's my rest of my stuff there. And actually, I might be able to make this a little bit bigger now. Now that we have an idea of what this is, fit it onto this page a little bit better. Okay, so I want to grab Hi Patch. Grab this one. Back to here. Actually, that one's good. This one's smaller. Try just a little bit. Let's put it right there next to that one. This one's way too big. Okay, though. Yeah, I think that kind of works. The little stars there. Might be able to turn this into something. Not sure what. Like I said, I might throw this onto a postcard. Might be a good one. I could put the shadow underneath him, like I do with all my other illustrations like this. Yeah. Yeah, it's still gonna go over top of it because it needs to be on that bottom layer. Trying to decide if I don't want to do this gradient here. If I just want to do a solid color instead. The gradient is kind of cool. Maybe something like that. Oh, it unselected it. Ooh. Hate when it does that. White is probably too much. But we got to start somewhere, right? Yeah, sometimes I fight. I'm like, oh, I can do all these cool gradients and stuff like that. And then I'm just like, oh, you know what? That's way too much. My stuff is not that three-dimensional. I don't want it to be... Like, I don't mind using patterns and playing with it and having fun like this. But I don't want to go too ham on it. It's always the balance of those two things, right? Just really depends. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm feeling much better about that one. For sure. Show. Okay, cool. So I have one more idea, and I gotta figure out how I want to do it. Can I do... Yeah, do that. Let's see. Let's get rid of that gradient. Don't want that. Don't want that for now. Question is, what type of green is a tree to you? Is it more bluish? This is more blue-green, or trees more yellow-green, kind of like an army greenish. Is it a little bit of both? somewhere out in the middle. Don't want too bright. I don't want too blue though either. Don't want to, yeah, see, as you get darker, it definitely gets more and more bluish. But if I go too far down into yellow, then it starts getting way... Goes bleh color. Yellow-green? That's what I was thinking. Come on. Work with me here. Okay. That's way too much tree for what we need. Debating whether or not to make something like this and then put him in the tree. I don't know if I want to encourage them to or encourage people to let their cats play in the trees. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. All sketches, trying to figure out what I like and what I don't like. Oops, wrong one. That one. We're just kind of playing right now, experimenting with some of this. Seeing if it works. Oh my god, that's kind of fun. Right? It's kind of fun, but it's kind of stupid at the same time. Like I said, I sit down and I sketch some stuff out and I'm just like, oh, that might be cute. And then I'd put it up on here and I'm like, that's kind of dumb. Kind of cute, kind of dumb at the same time. You never know where an idea might take you. Ignore the straight lines going all the way across. That'll be fixed later. I don't know. I don't know if I like that one as much. That one I may have to come back and play with a little bit more. Let's go ahead and save this. Don't need the character sheet anymore. Our little guy here with his little scarf on. Let's turn off this stuff for now. Let's do my last little one, or last little idea. Let's do a little coffee mug.
I suppose it did sound funny. I used to lie out on the beach, close my eyes.
That there. We need hands. Let's just go ahead and duplicate that. Duplicate layer. That up there. Come on, unlock the layer. I always go to unlock something and I'm like, oh, I unlocked it. And I'm like, nope, did not. Let's see, mug. I made this before and I'm like, maybe I can use it for the mug, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I don't think it is. That's gonna have to go up on its own. Yeah, it might work. Let's see, I had a whole different idea for this mug idea. Is he having hot cocoa? That was kind of the idea. But I gotta figure out how. Might have to redevelop that. Like a mixer for... Needs a candy cane popping out of it. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I was hoping I can reuse this smoky thingy, whatever I made, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's going to work. Sometimes you come up with cool concepts and then they don't always work out. I put it right in his eyeball. Yeah, it's almost too complicated. It needs to be simpler. Simple. Sometimes simple is the best option. Question is, got this mug idea here. Gotta make a handle for it. But I don't think he's using the handle. I don't like the idea of it sticking out over there. I want to connect it. I have an idea. Get rid of that. Let's do that for the second. You know what? Change of plans. We'll get the same effect, but it'll get rid of those little rounds because I don't want the rounds. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's expand this. Okay, so that should separate all of those out. Let's ungroup it. Take this over top of that. Actually, you know what? I want to do copy, copy. Cut that. So that's good now. Paste that back on top. Cut the under layer. That one, and then send that one backwards. Okay, so now anything I do to the bottom layer cup, if I decide to add a gradient on it, yeah. Let's see, 90. Oh, you know what? Bye. See you later. Thanks for the suggestions. Appreciate that. Get rid of that. Not on the right one. It's fine. That over here. That in the middle. Turn that back to 0. We'll expand these out to the edges. I think that did kind of what I wanted. Ooh, why does it look weird? Let's go to 50. Mugs are kind of weird. They're that rounded cylinder shape, but some weird shadows that go with them. What I probably need to do. I know what I need to do. Let's do a couple bends like that. Then we'll make a small opening. Just a wee little opening. I may need to fix this a little bit. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Should be able to pull this up here. It's gonna mess with everything, so that's wrong. There we go. I had to figure out the little bit of constraints that were causing it to be problematic. We need brownish color. Yeah, it kind of looks like a peppermint flavored hot chocolate. Yeah, it's a thing, Sonny. I don't necessarily agree with it. I won't drink it like that, but a lot of people like to add little garnish things into their drinks to make them fun. Kind of like pumpkin spice, you know? Like, it doesn't need to be in everything, but everybody likes it, so they're putting it in everything. It's one of those. They all like those little flavor enhancers. Okie dokie. So like that. I think I want to add a little. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. This. Make that just all white. Not gonna see this too much. I might have to mess with it a little bit just to get it to go what I want to do. Not too bad. Okay. Where are we on our... Oh, we got extra time because I snoozed that last ad, so we've got another 9 minutes here to work on some stuff. Good. Good. Excellent. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Sometimes too much detail is too much. Part of the thing is like I try to balance between using shadow and using gradients. I try not to do too many gradients because it doesn't really fit kind of in the style that I'm working at, the flat 2D kind of only whipped cream or marshmallow and my hot chocolate. That's fair. That is fair. I do concur with that. Do agree with that. Kind of like that. That's actually not bad. Actually, it's not bad at all. This is where gradient would be perfect here, though. Get rid of this one. Right down there. Definitely not 50. Let's go back down to like 20. Let's expand this down, kind of like that. Kind of works. Definitely unique and interesting. Does it look like he's got a warm drink? Duplicate. Eyes up. Wait a minute. What the heck? Okay, I didn't realize they were not inside. That's an old version of the eyes. Okay. Oh. Still don't know what's going on here. Inside. Paste. Oh my gosh, does it make me do only Control V on that? There we go. What do we think? That'll work out? That looks like a little We could have some fun with it. What other fun eyes do I have that I can play with? Oh, that's funny. That's cute. I think he thinks it's hot. That's the funny thing, is the way I've got this all set up, I can actually play with a lot of these faces and stuff like that and really have some fun with it. That's a good one too. So much fun. So much fun that can be had. I could do all kinds of different little animations with this. It's really just like a perfect setup for some of that. He's like, ah, with his little Santa hat on. We could even put his little scarf on. That's funny. So many things we can do. I think the cup works out pretty good though. Yeah, see how I did up here on the hat? This is the other type of shadowing that we can do where it's kind of really dark. It's very hard edged kind of thing. Even though it's looped like that, but even on the bottom part of this hat. That's the other idea. We don't always have to do gradients on everything. I try not to use the gradients as often as I can. I might go back and take out the gradients in here and put in some hard shadows instead. They tend to work out a little bit better when I do that. Okay, we've got about 1 minute and 30 seconds until our last ad break here. So let's see, which our assistant is still not in his spot. I wonder where he's at. Oh, he's on the back of the couch. So let's go ahead. We'll swap it up. We'll go to the outside again. Ooh, you guys are in for a treat. We'll take our break and then run some ads, and then we'll come back and we'll do our wrap up for the afternoon. We'll log our progress for our book since we worked on that on Monday. And then we will get out of here for the day. And then we'll look around to see if there's anybody to raid. Definitely a bunch of different people on doing stuff, so I'll have to go check it out and see what's going on. But yeah, so I will see you on the other side of these ads. Let's swap over to our live camera. Look at that beautiful sunny skies now. Look at all that dark clouds finally parted ways and got some sun out there. So that's nice. But I will be back. We'll see you after those ads run in about 20 or so seconds. That should kick off. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Our assistant has found another place to go lay down, so we had to move our camera a little bit. I have returned. Oh, I know what I should check on my headset to make sure that it still has power. It's got 34% left, so I'm going to swap to my left ear. Hopefully we don't lose our music. Get it. Hot swap. Righty. That means I need to bring up all the rest of the stuff for the week. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, I gotta do some research. Not gonna make it in time. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Our assistant moved to a new location, so I had to move around the camera. But you got to see a little bit of the outside. Getting a little bit nicer out there, so that's good. It's all good. Okay. Let's get back over here for a second. Let me look to see. Hey, Uncle Thor's on streaming. Scary. Hopefully he gets his microphone fixed at some point. Would be nice. I want to hear his sweet, sweet voice. Okay, let's swap over to Canva. Make sure that that's set up properly. Canva, there we go. Get rid of Illustrator, bring in Canva here. Okay, so move some stuff around this week. A lot of our stuff happened on Monday. Got some of those pages done, or they were already done, and I just hadn't put the progress up on them quite yet. So that's looking pretty good. So we've got a bunch more work to do, but we've got lots of time before we need to submit this to Ingram Spark and get our sample copies. So that will be probably starting in the next year. So probably spending the next half of this month trying to get the edits done and changes and finalize things up. Get the cover done. That's another big one that I have to get done, which should be a little bit easier now that we've got most of the page stuff together. So, yeah, so look forward to that coming up here for the rest of the month and into December. And then we will move into printing out pages to make sure everything flows nicely, and then getting files put together so that they can be shipped off to Ingram Spark, so we can start ordering preview copies, start setting up for our release date, and all of that fun stuff. So more things to come for book 3 and the publishing, printing process coming up. So yeah, if you have questions about any of those things, with that kind of roadmap in mind, if any questions do cross your mind, feel free to ask them now or later, or when they pop up when I'm working on them, for sure. So that's the plan. What we got done this week. We're just wrapping up our Friday stream here, but Dreamer and I will be on Sunday for our 500 Little Things podcast from 7 to 9 p.m. That'll be live right here on this channel. So if you'd like to come and hear us talk about our life, experiences, thoughts, understandings, all of the little things that happen in life. Wow, why did that separate? That doesn't need to do that. Then come by and say hi. Come by and listen to us ramble for a couple hours on Sunday evenings about all the things and all the things we would like to do and change and be and are and were. Wow, there's a lot of words I threw in there for you. So, but yeah, what's this one? We got 2 here. Why do I have 2? 2 of the same one? Interesting. Weird. I have a duplicate on here for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, that is the plan for the rest of the weekend here. Let's see. Double check our raids again real quick. As the holidays get closer, so far I don't see anything interrupting some of our streams that we've got going on. If I do, I will definitely let everybody know which days we will not be on. Also post that up on social media for anybody that follows those places. But yeah, we'll go from there. I don't know. Do we raid Uncle Thor? We've got Enchanted Siren, Uncle Thor. We're not allowed to raid Bob Ross's channel because that's, for some reason, they have it set up like that. Amelie is on. Let's see. Let's look at people that are in the same category. Anybody working on some cool stuff that we can go raid? That person has 17. Let's see. Oh, needle felting work. That's kind of cool looking. Further beads. Somebody's doing some paintings. Ooh, there's some pottery. That's kind of cool. I need to go watch some of these streams myself before I throw you all over to the wolves, because I don't know what I'm throwing you into. So okay, so let's hold off for the day. Who have we got in here? We got 3, maybe 4, a couple people in here right now. Yeah, let's hold off for today. I'll do some more. I gotta watch some more streams and stuff like that. I keep saying that, but then I don't end up having any time for it because I'm busy doing all of this other stuff. So we'll figure it out. If you have any suggestions, please let me know or send me a comment or a DM or anything like that. We'll look into other streamers and stuff like that. But other than that, let's roll it up for the day here. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Dreamer and Sunny. Sundere Sharks. Thank you, Sage, and everybody that came over who rated from Sage's stream. Yeah, thank you, KB. B-Shack was here for a little bit. I think Weird Mr. Alex was here for a hot minute. So many peoples. It was really awesome. That was really fun. I'm glad people were able to come by and hang out for a little bit. That was fun. I will be back on Monday for some more streaming here. Hopefully, I've got my event next Friday. So hopefully I get my shit together this weekend, do a bunch of designing, and then have the ability to get it all printed out and worked next week so that I can have it available for the event. We will see. If I come in on Monday and I'm like, I didn't do anything, you guys are going to see like mad dash crazy Tahoe running around trying to See if he can finish as much as he can. We'll see. I don't know. But have a good weekend. If it's cold, definitely get your blankets out, get your sweaters. If you are sunny and it's going to be 80 degrees, I don't know what to do about that, my friend. It's you're living in the wrong place if it's not trying to be winter. I'm joking about that, but at the same time, it doesn't really do winter here until January, so yeah. But have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.